Are you stuck in indecision right now, which is totally keeping you even more stuck than you realize because you can't make a decision? So, hey there, my name is Salen. I'm your fun business coach, and I help six-figure women entrepreneurs scale to $1 million because that is where freedom and fulfillment and impact truly happens. And here's the thing, there is no secret to reaching $1 million. And only 2% of women entrepreneurs actually make it there. 2%. And I personally think that's crap. That's why I come here live every single week in order to teach you the 4 core pillars that every single successful business has, including Amazon, Airbnb, Apple, all of them, because there's no secret and we need more women in the 1 million celebration level. So let's get started. Today we're talking all about why making big decisions in your business is so difficult at times when you're not 100% sure. So here's the thing that I see, and I'm going to give you the tool that I use with clients and also a simple version myself. So first of all, making a big decision can definitely be scary. Let's just put that out there, right? It is definitely something that you are like, I have to make a decision. I'm not really sure which way to go. And you are just stuck in this gray zone. Nothing is black, nothing is white. It's all pure gray. And what happens is the longer that you stay in the gray zone, the longer that you become the bottleneck in your business, holding your business back from whatever it needs as a result of this decision, good or bad, right? So many of the women that I work with are lacking this one thing, and that one thing is what keeps them in the gray zone. And my personal secret to success is taking messy action. So I am a pretty quick decision maker because I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. And no matter what, things are going to work out. Even when things don't go as planned, things are going to work out. And so I would rather live a life of lessons learned from, I don't like to say mistakes, but just lessons learned versus a life of regrets. I do not want to be one of my former clients in my senior home care franchise at the end of their life and be expressing to someone all of the things that I did not do because I could not make a decision. I would rather say to them, you know what? I did this and it went really well, or I did this and wow, it did not go as planned, but I learned this from it, right? So that's really how I live my life and what I help my clients do inside of my signature program, the Legacy Business School, is work through decisions. I don't give you the answer. I have a conversation with you about your specific business and your unique needs in order to allow you the space to make the best decision for yourself. So I have a tool called the Next Step Navigator Framework, and this is what I use with clients. I kind of guide them through this, and I ask them 3 questions. And those 3 questions are the questions that allow them to process the decision they're making and force them to make a decision, yes or no. Essentially, there's never a right and wrong. It's more just what's going to be the best decision based upon what you want and where you're going, right? Now, you can grab that 3-step next step navigator framework comment newsletter below, and I'll send you a link because I want you to have these questions in writing. So that way, if you're stuck in a big decision right now, you can journal on them, right? But so comment newsletter, I'll send you a link to the newsletter that went out on Sunday, and you can get the 3-step next step, the 3-question next step navigator framework in there that will guide you through a process to make a big decision in your business, right? You can write them down, you can journal them. So comment newsletter, I'll send that over to you. Now, here's a simple thing that I have used in my business all the time, a pro and con list, right? This is simple. When I need to make a decision, and whether it's a big decision or a little decision, I literally get out a piece of paper and I write down all the pros and all the cons. I keep it super simple. And I really just I weigh the pros versus the cons, and sometimes they don't have equal weight, right? Like maybe I have 10 pros and 5 cons, but maybe the cons have higher weight than the pros. That's why I put together that next step navigator framework for my clients, because that allows you to make decisions in a more strategic way to come to a decision at the end that's going to work for you. It's not as basic as a pro and con list, but a pro and con list is a good place to start, right? Do you have more pros? Do you have more cons? What's the weight of kind of each one? Because here's the thing. If you get stuck in your business and you can't make a decision, and it could be, do I hire a virtual assistant? Am I ready to hire a virtual assistant? Is it time for me to hire a bookkeeper? Am I stuck on this decision and it's time for me to get a coach in my business? Do I have a big goal that I want to hit in the next 12 to 18 months and I don't have a plan and I need to get a plan in place, so I need help with that? All of these questions, if you can't make these decisions, it keeps you in the decision delay zone. And what happens when you're in that decision delay zone is you're essentially holding your business in neutral. It's like you're sitting in a car and you don't know whether to go forward or reverse, right? You're stuck in neutral. And when you're stuck in neutral, no good comes from that, because you're not moving forward and you're not moving backward. You're just sitting there, right? You are stuck. And when this goes on for an extended period of time in business, time just goes by. Maybe slowly, maybe fast, depending upon what you're stuck in your decision on. But time's going to go by regardless of whether you make a decision or not. And what's going to happen is you're going to say 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 90 days, a year from now, you're going to say, I should have made this decision sooner because now I feel behind. It's like that saying, when is the best time to get help? It was yesterday, but it's today, right? Like if you didn't do it yesterday, do it today, right? And so when you're really struggling to make a decision in business, you want some sort of support. And this is why I coach women, because when I had my first business, a franchise, I had an entire franchisor support team behind me that if I had a question, I could call my franchise coach and say to her, hey, I have a question about this. Can we talk about it? And we would go through a process in order for me to make a decision. And so many women right now are stuck in indecision and they don't have a support person in order to help them make that decision. And what I'm seeing is they're going to the masses. So that might be social media, friends, networking events where they do like those mini mastermind kind of things, all of those things. And they're saying, what do you think? What do you think? Can I get some feedback? What do you think? No one knows the big picture of what's going on. When you pitch on social media, when you pitch to friends that don't have any idea about business, or when you pitch in a mini mastermind and people don't have the background on your business and your goals and what you want for your life and business, right? So asking the masses is actually holding you more in decision fatigue, where you're just like, I know I need to make this decision, but I can't seem to do it. This is the benefit of working with a coach. So if you've been stuck in this place, comment scale, let's get on the phone. I want to know who you are. Tell me about your business, and then tell me what is the decision that's keeping you frustrated right now. And then we'll work through it and put a 90-day plan in place. So that way you have a guide on what to do for the next 90 days. And if you like my vibe and I like your vibe, and I think that I can truly help you over the next 90 days and you want to work together, great, let's do it. I'm looking for women entrepreneurs who are at or around 6 figures, and they're like, heck yes, I like your vibe. I know that what you have for experience and skill can help me get what I want, whatever that decision is, whatever that goal is, right? So if you're feeling it and I'm feeling it, it's like, yeah, let's go on a journey for the next 90 days. Because here's the thing, when you hire anyone to support you, culture and vibe and, vision and value alignment is so, so, so important. I was having a conversation with a client yesterday, and she works in an industry where they make it seem so easy to come in and be a part of it. And in this industry, they're not giving people the full picture. And what's happening is the leaders are getting burnt out, wasting time, energy, and money on these people. And I'm like, listen, you need to position yourself as an owner of a business, and you're hiring employees. When I interviewed thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people to work for me in my franchise, they needed to prove to me they were the right candidate, right? I wasn't proving to them that I had what they needed. They proved to me they were the right candidate. This is the same thing when I work with clients. I want a client that's like, yes, I like your vibe. Yes, I believe you can help me. And yes, I'm going to do the work. So I would love to work with you. I say no to people all the time because they're not a good fit for what I'm building. And you should do the same. So if you're at a point in your business where you have a decision that's been weighing on your mind for more than a week, so like if it's come up this week and you have not been able to make a decision on it, comment scale. Let's get on a 30-minute scale strategy session. Tell me who you are, about your business, what's your big decision. We'll work through it using the Next Step Navigator, and then we'll put a 90-day plan in place. And at the end, if you like my vibe and you think what I do can help you, great. Let's work together for 90 days. If not, you walk away from the session with at least some nuggets to help you get through that decision. That's all I have for you today. I hope you found this beneficial. Just to summarize, if you want the 3 questions in the Next Step Navigator framework to help you work through that tough decision, I want you to comment newsletter so I can send you the questions you can journal on. And then if you really want some one-to-one guidance, comment scale and we can get on a call and work through that. So let's see, next week is August 27th. And yes, I will be back here at 9 a.m. Eastern in order to chat with you about how I literally run my business and a mindset shift that I was pre-programmed as a child took a big shift for me to ditch when I became an entrepreneur because it was a must in order to find success. And it's part of what helped me generate over $17 million. I hope you enjoyed today. I will see you next week and enjoy the rest of your day. See you later.